Hey guys, this is David with Great Choice Audio Video. Hey, today we have a HDMI matrix. Now, some of you may or may not know what an HDMI matrix is, so that's the purpose of today's video. This is by AV Pro Edge. We use a lot of their products for HDMI baluns and switchers and all kinds of stuff, and so now today we're showing you guys in 8x8 matrix. So this is their AC MX88. And so, for those who don't know much about what a matrix is, you can get them in all sorts of trims and levels as far as how many sources in, how many displays out, and so forth. So we pick, depending on the job, we pick the correct matrix for length of distances, the amount of displays, the amount of sources that best suits that particular project. So we don't always use the same one. So this is an 8x8 that we're using on a project that we have coming up, and we'll show you guys that in the very near future. But until then, let's do a quick unboxing. So, the AV Pro Edge. We've had very good luck with their products. So, with their baluns and audio baluns, HDMI baluns. So, we also use their matrices. So in the bag comes with all kinds of stuff. I'm just gonna empty it out there. So of course we have power supply, because you got to plug the thing in, and I guess we'll put this back in as we go to try to keep it all together. And then it comes with an actual IR remote, so if you're trying to learn it into an IR control system, you have that to do so. And then you have some grounding wires, IR receivers, and then what's cool in their setup is they actually have Phoenix connectors for their audio to strip to analog. Check this out, that's pretty cool. These are already made up for you, and you'll see that once I pull this out. But for each of the outputs, so you have HDMI in, so if you're trying to take analog out to a multi-zone amplifier, which typically, guys, when we're putting in a matrix, that's usually the case, or we're taking it to an AV receiver, either way. So we have choice of digital or analog. So they've already made the breakout cable, super nice, with these Phoenix connectors and audio. So then you can easily take your analog audio source or cable from here directly to your multi-channel amplifier. So super nice there. And of course they put the battery separate for the remote, so that's very cool. Things always come out easier than they go back in the box. Why is that? Alright, so we're gonna move this box out of the way just for the time being. Get this out so I can show you guys. Flip this over, see if I keep my tape intact. Nice. And let's see here. Alright, let's come out this end here. Now, what's cool is that in that bag there were feet on it. So if you're going to put it on a shelf, on the bottom, you can see that, guys, there's holes so you can screw the feet into if you're just going to put it on a shelf. Or if you look at it right there, boom, rack ears already on the thing. So of course all you guys that are putting in matrices you're putting them into a rack, so you're going to be rack mounting this bad boy. So this is a 1U rack space. There we go. And then check out the back. Boom, look at that. So this can be controlled IR. There's IR right here in front, and you have a IR extender here in the back. Now of course most of you guys are probably going to control this in another way besides IR, which is IP, because you're probably going to have it on a control system or whatnot. So right there is your laying in to control this bad boy IP. Got your power way over here. So The reason we went with this one is because it actually has your HDMI in, which is, you see right here, guys, it's 8 of those. So these would be your sources. For those that don't know much about a matrix, so if you have all your equipment at a home run or in a rack, you're going to control, or you're going to have all your sources there. Sources meaning cable boxes, Rokus, Apple TVs, Blu-ray, things of that nature at the rack. And so what this does is that you can have up to 8 sources. So let's say you got a camera system. So anything at the rack, source-wise, that you want to be able to distribute to any of these 8 TVs, it would plug in here. So you plug in your HDMI from the source directly into source in. And then output is to your displays. So if you have, this one does up to 8 displays throughout the project. And so what's nice about this is that this is an 18 gigabit matrix switch, 4K, 444. It's got a lot of great specs. I can read off some of the specs to you guys here in a second. But it gives me the ability to choose which baluun, HDMI baluun, best fits the link that we need, and then the display type. You know what display it is, the resolutions we're looking for, and that sort of thing. And so, and that's why we went with this one. Some of them can be HD base T, which is straight Cat 6 from the matrix, but this particular one we did straight HDMI, so we can choose which baluun, because this is a pretty large project. So some distances are further than others, and so that's why we went this route. But yeah, here's really Phoenix connector. So you have a choice of Toslink digital audio, or use the connector for analog going into an AV receiver or a multi-zone amplifier. So it's very simple to hook up, guys. So and then there's a lot of onboard configuration, super simple, pretty cut and dry. But this makes a huge difference on easy control. Now, some people ask us, why do I use a matrix? Well, you save on sources, depending on how large the project is. Especially, guys, if you entertain and you want the same source playing in a couple of different areas, let's say the patio, the kitchen, the living, and you want that to share the same audio. So this is where a matrix really comes into play. So you can put that same cable box, let's call it cable box 1. So cable box 1 is now going to those areas that you select and has the same audio, so there's no delay. Now, this does have some EDID management. It has some delay controls. It's got a lot of different, you know, it's got your full HDR, HDR10, just to name a few things. 4K, like I said, 444, and full EDID management, and a whole list of specs. So it really comes in handy, guys, like I said, when you have all the equipment at one home run and you want to share sources to several different TVs, not have as many sources, and just make things easier to select video wise, and have the audio taken to, you know, multi-zone amplifiers or other amplifiers or AV receivers. So anyway, guys, quick video. This is just to go over matrix real quick. We use lots of different ones. This is the one that we're doing on a project coming up. Just want to show you guys. So if you guys get any questions about a matrix or how it works or this particular one, you can leave them in the comments down below. We have a lot of really cool products that we're working on right now. A lot of new products we got coming in that we either haven't done a bunch that we want to show you guys of, and so forth. So hope you guys like the video. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe, you guys, if you haven't subscribed. And I hope we see you guys on the next one. Have a great day.